Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Star Fox Zero video walkthrough. This is Sector Omega, blasting through. It's a space graveyard, and I get 247 hits for my gold medal. This is a pretty short mission and a pretty fun mission. This is probably another one of my favourites, because I think it's designed really well, and it's the shortcut to Venom, which is the same place where we went in Lilac Wars. And if you remember on that game, if you got a certain amount of medals on the levels, you could go behind Venom and you could get the secret ending where you fought the real form of Andross and your dad helped you escape and all that good stuff. This is a cool mission though, there's a lot of dudes, a lot of interesting moments where the level lines up, a lot of silly moments by me where I hit things, but you know, you don't take too much damage. Look at that. Oh, that could have been beautiful if I'd have got all of them. There's probably a way to do it as well. Like I say guys, I am by no means very cognizant of technique for scoring in this game or in Star Fox at all, because I didn't think I scored too much in Lilac Wars. I just kind of, I mean, I got the medals in that, but I don't think I fully understood how I got them. I think it was through sheer attrition and replaying levels a lot. But this is great. You'll notice there's big clusters of enemies coming together, flying in formations, and you can just hit them and take them out. It's got a really nice flow to it. There's a medal that you can get, a secret medal. Like, look at this, you wait, they line up together, you can get these big multi-chains. It tanks the frame rate a bit, but it's all good. There goes Slippy. I go on the right path here, because there's plenty of enemies to kill on either path, I believe. But this is just the one that I managed to take. That could have been great if that had landed. There are moments where I think the lock-on is a little bit lacking. You know, you're holding it over an enemy for a while, you wish it'd lock on, and then it doesn't, and then it kind of does, and then by the time it does, it's a bit too late. I think one of the true keys to mastering these games when it comes for score is using the lock-on but not getting a lock. So kind of putting your bomb or your energy ball where you think that formation's going to move to and hitting them off prematurely. I think that's probably the sign of your high-level scoring, because then you have to know where everybody goes, you need to know when they stop or when's the best time to hit them when they're all together. And now we've got this kind of weird environmental puzzle sequence where we're doing a bunch of hand-eye coordination dodging, which is quite fast, but it's a lot of fun. I don't mind that stuff so much. And then we push forward here, and I think there's a boss. Yeah, this is another boss that I'm not the biggest fan of, but you'll notice I've got 4 bombs, and 4 bombs is going to enable us to really, really kill this boss very quickly. And fans of Star Fox will recognise this particular enemy, because I believe wasn't he one of the earlier bosses in Star Fox? So he's got 2 weak points on his left hand side, and he's got 1 on his right, and each of them I think fires a different weapon, but we're going into all around mode here, so let's take on the carrier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to position myself to where the openings are, and then I'm going to stick a bomb in them. And that's pretty much the strategy you're going to be seeing here. It's another pretty quick level, but this boss can take a decent amount of time, because he does damage you quite a lot, and he can be tricky to get the shots that you want. So be patient and persevere, and you'll get there. But at the moment, I don't really know what I'm covering next on the channel. It's kind of an interesting feeling. Like, I've got turtles, and of course that's going to be the next real thing we do. Additionally here, if you spin the analogs, you'll take no damage. Don't know why I wasn't doing that, but you can iframe through all of that, and it works really well. The problem with it is if you do it too feverishly, you can get some kind of inputs you don't want. So occasionally, if you're moving to aim the other analog, you'll do a flip and shit, which can be annoying. But if you're not touching the left analog, spin the right one, and you'll pretty much dodge all of those energy ripples. Ripple! But after Turtles, as I mentioned, I'm not too sure what comes next, because there's quite a few gaps between games. I know Mirror's Edge is very close. I also know Star Ocean 5 is quite close, which I'm really excited for, even though I'm almost certain it's going to be shit, which is unfortunate. Because I think we can admit, if you're a Star Ocean fan, Star Ocean games have been not the best. Like, Star Ocean 3 was a great game, but it also had a lot of problems and a lot of issues, especially with, like, the story was interesting, but some of the characters really grated, and some of the writing was really bad, and certain designs were kind of obnoxious, but the gameplay and the RPG of it was spot on, and that's what kept you playing. Star Ocean Till the End of Time had a horrible story, it had the most grating characters on this fucking planet. Like, every girl on that was that's the stuff they should be torturing prisoners with in Guantanamo Bay, with the girls' voices in that game. I played that entire game on mute because I hated it so much when it came to that aspect. But the game and the RPG part was fantastic. Loved the combat, loved like the environments, loved the enemies, loved everything about it. The whole blindside mechanic, all the crafting, all that classic Star Ocean stuff. So this new game's probably going to be the same thing. The story will be inevitably convoluted shit, and the voice acting will be bad and obnoxious, and the gameplay is hopefully going to be really, really good, and all the RPG stuff's going to be great too. So I'm really excited, even though probably not going to be the best game. Then we have Deus Ex, which is coming I think in August. But aside from that, I don't really know what's on the agenda. Like, I played the demo for JoJo Bizarre's Adventure, The Eyes of Heaven. I didn't really know what I was doing, but it seemed like there could be some depth to it, and it seemed like it was decent fun, so I might trade in some games and maybe pick that up and see how that goes. It reminded me a lot of Azura's Wrath, because I think it's made by... it might not be though, guys, I don't know. Is it Cyber Connect? Those people that do those Naruto games? It reminded me of those Naruto games, but I'm not too sure. It's nice to have options and to not be sure about what's coming next, because it enables me to get creative and do some fun stuff. But thank you for watching. I hope the walkthrough's helping, and you take care now.